A new statewide poll released today shows Governor Janet Mills with the upper hand between herself and her U.S. Senate primary rival, Graham Platner.
But when it comes to facing incumbent Republican Susan Collins, it's a wash. News Center Maine's Phil Hirschkorn talks with one of the pollsters and runs down the numbers for us.
The Pan-Atlantic Research poll finds two-term Governor Janet Mills is strongest among women and voters over 55, while oyster farmer and military veteran Graham Platner is strongest among younger voters, especially those 18 to 34. Overall, Mills leads Platner 47% to 37% among likely Democratic primary voters, with 14% undecided. In head-to-head matchups with Republican incumbent Susan Collins, almost no difference. Mills and Collins each get 43% of voters, with 14% undecided. Platner does a bit better, polling 43% to 42% for Collins and 15% undecided. Polling director Jason Eads tells me more Mainers feel the state is on the wrong track than the right track.
That 48% is the highest level of discontent, the highest level of wrong track that we've seen in that polling question in 3 years.
Almost half of Mainers say their household or family finances are worse off than a year ago.
More than 2/3 of respondents named cost of living as among their top 3 issues that they're facing. The number 2 issue for respondents is healthcare affordability and access.
Housing, taxes, and immigration round out the top 5 issues. The poll also asked about next year's governor's race. A majority of likely Democratic voters say they would consider supporting, in this order, former CDC Director Nirav Shah, businessman Angus King III, or former State House Speaker Hannah Pingree.
We do not tell people proactively this is not the U.S. Senator Angus King, and that makes a big difference.
Secretary of State Shenna Bellows and former State Senate President Troy Jackson are also running. A majority of likely Republican primary voters say they're not familiar enough with their slate of candidates to have an opinion yet. In Portland, Phil Hirschkorn for News Center Maine.
By the way, you can see that full interview Phil had with Jason Eads right now. That's on News Center Maine Plus.